Hello everybody, it's Richard Lucas here and I'm back with a brand new retro let's play, and today and over the course of several videos I'm going to be blasting through Tiny Toon Adventures for the Nintendo Entertainment System from Konami in 1991. This was quite a late release for the NES, and I believe this was the first Tiny Toons game ever released on any console. Once again, it's a Konami game and it is really hard. While it's not impossible, it will give you a few problems. Basically, you play as Buster Bunny and you're out to rescue Babs Bunny, who's been kidnapped, surprise surprise, by the evil Montana Max. I say that because a lot of 8-bit games use the old kidnapping ploy. And Montana Max is no exception. He's taken Babs, promising to make her a star, and trapped her in the mansion basically, so Buster, Plucky, Furball and Dizzy have to get her back. Now, you play as Buster in this game, but you can actually choose a secondary character as well. Now, the secondary character comes into play generally when you find a balloon and a ball. So you pop the balloon, you find the ball, and then and only then can you choose as a character. You can't like select between them as you can in, say, Bucky O'Hare or anything like that. There are 6 areas to basically conquer. And you can use any of the characters, which I think is really good. They've all got different skills. Furball can climb up walls, I think. Dizzy can kind of rocket back and forth at the screen using his tornado. And you've got Plucky Duck, who, in my opinion, is the most useful because he can sort of float high. And in some cases, he can get you out of a bind and fly over tough sections of a level, allowing you to skip certain parts as well, if you know what you're doing. So we'll start the game now. I've got an extra hit point there. So I have played this. I have completed it before. It is really difficult though, so I'm probably going to die time and time again. One thing about this game that really annoys me is the fact that you can't play as the secondary character straight away. So I can't select Plucky now unless I do this, unless I find a ball. And that's the only way I can actually change into Plucky, or I can kind of change back because the ball will respawn. So if I was to pop that again, I'd turn back into Buster, but I don't particularly want to. I kind of just want to collect all the carrots. Now, collecting carrots is pretty useful. If you collect 30 or more and you find a white door, not this door, but you'll know it when you see it. So normally Hampton's in there, and he will actually exchange the carrots for lives, which is really useful. And for every 20,000 points you get in this game, you get an extra life. So you can actually boost your life counter up really, really early. And also, I will be reviewing this game at some point on my channel as well. So I got all the footage for that. So you're going to get this Let's Play plus a review. I've just turned back into Buster, which I didn't want to do, but it's alright. If I can just keep that extra hit, that would be nice. And see that white door there? Hampton's in there. You go in there and I'll exchange them for lives, basically. Collect as many carrots as possible. You will get an extra player if you collect 30 carrots. So I've got 60, so I'll get 2 lives. So yeah, I did watch the Tiny Toons cartoon. I did kind of like it. I wish I'd have really got into it more than I did, to be honest. There was a lot of animation on in the 90s, a lot of shows. So I was probably watching Beavis and Butthead or Ren and Stimpy or something like that, or Rocko's Modern Life. And Tiny Toons I kind of watch bits of. And I do really dig the story, the fact that these are the next generation of Looney Tunes stars basically, and they're in training, and you've got Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and the likes of all the classic characters teaching them how to be funny and stuff, which I thought was a really great concept. There we go, brilliant. So let's see. Oh god, this is Elmira. That's one thing I do remember briefly. Elmira loves the animals. She finds them so cute, and all she wants to do is kiss and cuddle them till the cows come home, basically. And this boss fight, you just got to jump over her. The animations look really, really good on the NES. I mean, it's just so much like the cartoon. And that's Konami for you. Really pushing the system. I've just got another extra life there. So I'm doing alright. Right, haunted house now. Right, I want to be plucky, I think. There we are. Well, the levels aren't really difficult. As I said, generally you get one hit or two if you're lucky. So this is one of those games you've really got to practice and know what you're doing before you play it, I think. Because this game will just eat you up. I mean, I did probably what most people did. I thought, oh, Tiny Toons, this can't be that hard. You know, I mean, it's based on a kid's license, for God's sake, so how can it be difficult? And I basically just shut me down, basically. And like literally I got to level 2 after doing this. And I was like, oh my God. And I kind of thought I was still playing as Plucky, because what the game does is, after you complete a level, so if I do this level as Plucky, and I go to the next one, I change back to Buster, when really I want to be Plucky, but I can't be Plucky until I find a ball. It's really annoying. Let's just move out of the way, this BS basically. There we are. Oh God. And see, normally I can get away from them, get away from the ghosts without being hit. I've done that before. Right, here we go, boss time, and it's Dr. Gene Splicer. I call him Robert Smith from The Cure on a skateboard and in a scientist coat, basically. That's what he looks like to me. Evil Robert Smith. There we go. He's got to bounce off his bonds 3 times. See, the bosses, some of them are ridiculously easy, but because you only get one hit, you can get caught out quite easily. Like, the first time I faced him, I wasn't sure what to do and I died time and time again. There we go. Boost up my score. Nice, another extra life. So I'm doing quite well, strangely enough.